Welcome to Business Blurb You and the Dropouts podcast. My name's Brendan Cox, and I'm here with my co-host Devin Caherly.
Yo, what's up, everyone? How you guys doing? Today we have a very special guest. His name is Cam Casey. He's a teenage millionaire and a social media influencer who has conquered Snapchat. How you doing, Cam?
Hey, how are you? I'm good.
All right, cool. Let's just jump right into this. So, obviously, you're big on social media, TikTok, Instagram. Like, what got you started with this whole social media game?
Yeah, I started originally with photography. I did a lot of photography in high school. And once I started doing that, I kind of got more into the social media space. I'd done Vine, and I edited like little like sports clips when I was in like middle school, and I built a Vine account to like 100,000 followers or something like that. And then I did photography, and then I kind of moved out to LA to pursue more photography, and then that kind of transformed into me starting social media and TikTok, because that's kind of when TikTok was really booming and everyone was joining TikTok. So
Yeah, how long have you
that's
been
dope.
doing photography for?
Since I was a sophomore, probably about 4 years ago. So yeah.
So we were checking out like your Instagram and stuff, and you were shooting for like some pretty big names like Jake Paul, Tana Mongeau, however you
Yeah.
say her last name. How did you like get connected with these people?
That started from me shooting Logan Paul versus KSI fight when that was happening. I literally just showed up to the first press conference, and I started kind of just talking my way up, and I was able to get enough contacts where I was able to get a press pass and start shooting for them, and I got in contact with them and started sending them photos for them to use and whatever else they needed. So that's just kind of how that started.
That's sick.
Awesome.
Did you like were you getting paid by them, or was it just kind of like building up your like portfolio?
That was just building up my portfolio. The event, the KSI vs Logan Paul event, literally happened right like the first week I moved out to LA.
That's
So I was just
That was
trying
crazy.
like
to meet
last
people,
year.
trying to make connections, that sort of thing.
You also got a free ticket, I'm sure, with the press pass, right?
Yeah. I was able to be backstage with Justin Bieber and Logan Paul before he walked out, and I got to walk out with Logan Paul at the Staples Center. It was a really cool experience.
That's super
Yeah.
dope.
Are you still like connected to him, or was that just like during
I
that
mean,
moment
like
there?
if I need to be, I can. But there's not really much that I need, you know.
Yeah, no, I got you. So let's talk about Snapchat. Obviously, that's the hot topic right now. That's where you've been like headlining on every major news network, basically. So you got into Snapchat Spotlight early, from what I know. Can you like
Yeah.
tell us a little bit more about how you like found out about it?
Yeah, I had seen an article online that was literally just like, "Hey, Snapchat's giving away $1 million a day for their new thing called Spotlight," and I was like, "Dang, that's pretty crazy." I was like, "Is this real kind of thing?" You know, but I was actually on it the first day, but I had just posted like a few videos. I hadn't really posted much. I think I posted maybe like 6 videos in the first 2 weeks, but because no one was on there, those videos went viral because of I don't know, there was a lot of people looking at it, but not a lot of people posting on it. So obviously my videos got a lot of views. And we got a call about 2 weeks into Spotlight from Snapchat, and they let us know, and they're like, "Hey, we just wanted to let you know you're doing on Spotlight." Both, it was me and my roommate who were posting, and they're like, "You guys are both in the 6-figure earning range for the first week," and that kind of blew us away.
Yeah, that's
It,
crazy.
it
So
is that
go
legit?
ahead,
Because
bro.
I know a lot of other people that are using Spotlight and just like haven't got paid. Like, does it take a while for all that
Yeah, so
transaction over?
payment has taken a while. It's like 6 weeks after you actually post the video.
Oh wow.
Have you gotten paid out the money you've like? Have you gotten
Yeah,
paid
I've
out
gotten
anything
paid
yet?
out in full so far,
Wow, that's
up to date. You know, I mean, like up to the 6 week mark. You know.
crazy. So, like when I reposted your one of your like interviews, and people were commenting that like it was fake, and obviously I don't think it is, but uh, people were saying like Snapchat doesn't call you. Was that like just like a
Okay.
special thing
Yeah.
because you were?
So Yeah, I mean, obviously they can't call every single person because there's millions of people on there now. But literally, for about 2 months of this spotlight thing before the New York Times article came out, um, there was maybe 10 people posting on there.
That's
Like
crazy.
I would scroll through and I would see the same 10 people posting on there, and most of them are featured in the New York Times article now, and they all have made like close to 1 million, over 1 million, whatever it is. And yeah.
So
That's crazy. Are you still posting on it?
Yeah, I'm still posting on it. I'm posting a bunch, but I'm not getting good results.
What
yeah, it's
what type
definitely
of
like flooded
what
now.
type of content were you posting like beginning and versus now?
Just the same sort of like TikTok type content that I would make. So thankfully I had a library of a lot of TikTok videos that I just created on my camera roll. So I had that. And I had I don't know. I just like I kind of know a format for viral videos, like most TikTokers who do. There's just kind of like good
Mm-hmm.
hook and quick and to the point and that sort of thing. Creates easy, watchable, viral content. So like just knowing that has been able to help me a lot with it.
Totally.
So you went like you obviously went to like the New York Times, or I don't know if they reached out to you, but like you decided to go public with your earnings and like that you were making like a fortune off this app. Is there like a reason you did that when you could have stayed quiet and probably like made more money and not gave it the hype?
Yeah, so Snapchat had actually said like, "Hey, are you guys interested in being featured in the New York Times? We're doing this piece with them. If you guys want to be in it, you can." So the article was coming out with or without me. Um, so the information would have been spilled with or without me. But I wanted to be a part of it just because, well, I was the number one public earner on it. And I don't know, I just felt like it was coming out either way, and I wanted to get the press and I wanted to get the publicity and get my name out there a little bit more and do more things like this that allowed me to be on David Dobrik's podcast, that allowed me to be on the Ryan Seacrest show, verified on
Yeah,
Instagram,
no,
blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah blah, all that sort of stuff. So I
Yeah.
saw the
Why
pluses
not?
outweigh the minuses.
No. Yeah. Why not? Like you have a ton of different traffic going towards you. Like why would you
Yeah,
not take the opportunity? You know,
yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
so with Snapchat, like you obviously found out that they called you, they said like you're in the six figures. What was like the first thing you did after that? Did you like call your parents and be
Yeah, I
like,
called my parents because my dad works with me a lot, and I was like, "Yo, you know how I've been posting on like Snapchat, and like they're paying $1 million a day. Apparently, I made like $100,000 in the first week, and my thought was 100,000 for the first week is all." And I'm like, and that's it, you know. I'm like, wow, I want like, can I win another? Like, can I win multiple weeks in a row? So after that, I just started posting like crazy, and yeah.
How many
I think
times did you post like in a day or like a week span?
When I was like when it was like popping, you know, I was doing definitely over 100 every day.
Holy.
Just throughout the day, I just wake up and just sit on my couch or on my phone or wherever I was, and literally just every 5 minutes, just queue up another video. And it was, it sounds like, oh, that's so easy, but it was like every 5 minutes, like showering, like eating, like going to the bed, like it was a nonstop.
Mhm.
Cause like it's just like it's a lot of work right now, and we were doing it from like probably 8 a.m. to midnight every night or every day. And
Damn.
I was like, wow, it's a ton of work now, and it completely ruined my not like ruined my life, but I didn't do anything with my life for like 8 weeks. You know, I didn't do a single thing except post a video every 5 minutes, and I'm like, it's rough now, but it pays off, you know, and I knew that paid off, so I just kind of stuck through it.
Yeah. Did they measure like only the amount of views in that day, or does it like carry over to like other
So
days?
how it works is there's 100 videos that they select, 100-ish videos they select to be part of the $1 million a day, and it's basically how many views that video gets in that day. So but I'm not 100% sure, if your say your video gets 1 million views, but it gets 500,000 views in one day and 400,000 views in day 2 and 100,000 views in day 3, your video can qualify for 3 days of that week with 500,000 views, 400,000 views, and where that ranks. You know what I mean?
Oh, got that. Interesting.
That's crazy. So, to like, you're still posting today, but it's just obviously it's like once the hype went out, like I even remember Devin was like, I gotta get on this quick, and we like talked to our Snapchat rep, and they like explained it, and Devin was like on it the next day. So like, but now I have other like, so I also manage TikTokers on the, like, as one of the things I do, and
Yeah.
I've been trying to get in contact with Snapchat for some of my other creators to like get them verified and stuff, and like I haven't heard back
Yeah.
in like weeks, and I'm assuming they're just like flooded with questions and emails and
Yeah, I
stuff. So
think. I mean, their app went to #1 trending after the article came out on the App Store, and like I think it kind of rebirthed Snapchat. And like I know the CEO is doing a story on it, and like it doubled their daily average users and like all this stuff. So it's really worked out for them, which is awesome, and love to hear it. You know.
no, definitely, and it's like you probably got so many other opportunities. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, obviously the David Dobrik stuff, but like after that New York Times article went out, was your email just like flooded?
Yeah, definitely. It was a pretty insane response. And like just with the New York Times article, it's just like 18 other different articles make an article about it if New York Times does an article about it.
No, exactly. That's crazy. So like what like you have all this money now, like what are your plans? Like I follow you on TikTok and I still see you're posting daily. Like do you have like a plan? Are you like retired, or like what's going on for your future?
I don't want to be retired because that sounds boring. But I'm buying a couple houses in Arizona to rent out. I'm actually doing that like currently, like working on that. I took a trip to Arizona last weekend to look at these houses and put in some offers and stuff for Airbnb and VRBO and whatever. So I'm doing that as like a passive income. And then I have a lot of it trying to get rid of taxes and trying to avoid taxes. And I have a lot of it set aside for taxes. And I got a car, which is stupid, but I really want a car, so got a car.
What kind of car did you get?
McLaren 620R. I was actually going to buy a McLaren. Hopefully this year was my goal. Anyways, but this Snapchat thing really sped up the process.
I'm sure.
Why Arizona? Why any state? Why'd you pick it?
Well, in California, technically you can't do short-term rentals out of your primary residence. So I was like, okay, well, I could go to Nevada, but I feel like people aren't traveling to Nevada very much. And Vegas is, I think, on the downfall, personally. And I could go to Colorado. Colorado was a big one, but I didn't want to deal with the winters and plowing the snow and dealing with maintenance on that. Just because, and Colorado is also kind of far. I wanted to be able to be in driving distance or a short flight. That's why I kind of ruled out Florida as well. And then Texas was one, but Texas, I don't know. I don't really know much about and that sort of thing. And then Arizona, I was like, Arizona works. Yeah, a lot of people are traveling there. It's a big vacation destination. Good weather. It gets pretty hot in the summer for like 3-4 months of the year. But other than that, it's a really popular travel destination, and everyone loves Arizona. So
No, yeah, I went to school in Arizona last year.
yeah.
But are you in college, school? Like,
No,
what's that like?
no. After high school, I moved out to LA and to do photography and social media. So
That's sick. Yeah, no, Arizona's a good place. My grandparents live there, and like they moved there specifically because it's just like so low maintenance.
yeah,
Like you don't have to like mow any
yeah,
lawns.
yeah,
Like the
exactly.
most they do is have like a pool guy come, and like that's literally
Yeah,
it. So
definitely.
that's cool. Did you buy a house for yourself, or you just buying
No,
like are you renting and buying?
I'm renting still. I don't want to deal with home ownership and all that sort of stuff. I mean, I guess I'm buying houses, but I'm not going to be managing them personally myself, and also they're going to be making me money, not losing me money. So I'm just going to stick with renting for now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So like, if you had to give, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Snapchat's like not the same anymore, obviously. But if you had to give like a aspiring influencer any like tips, like, do you have any like advice for them?
For Snapchat specifically, or just in general?
I mean, just influencers in general. Like, you're crushing it. What do you have, like 7-something million on
Yeah.
TikTok too?
I would say find what videos you enjoy making and figure out how you can make that format so other people enjoy watching it. So like find out what you like making videos about, what you like doing, what creators you watch. Like whoever you watch, if you watch creators, you probably should if you want to become one, you know. Find out who you watch and what they
Yeah.
do and see kind of what, because if you enjoy watching them, then you probably would be like, yeah, I really want to do what they do. So maybe start with something like that, and it kind of develops into your own style and your own thing, and just yeah.
Who are your
Yes.
favorite creators to watch?
I like seeing what David Dobrik's doing. He's always killing it. Danny Duncan, I think, is always killing it. The Paul brothers are both going crazy doing their thing, you know.
What's
Um,
what's going on with David Dobrik right now? Like, isn't he getting some like hate or
he's doing
something?
a Dispo app launch, but he's getting hate for like an old vlog or something like that. I don't know much about it.
Yeah. Wait. So you went on? Did you like go to his podcast set, or were you just audio
Yeah,
vlogging with
I
him?
went to his house. So I actually have the same manager as David, and that actually came through Snapchat. And they had set me up with him, and they're like, "Yeah, do you have a manager?" I'm like, "I mean, I kind of, but not really." And they're like, "Well, we can set you up with like a real manager if you want one." And so that's kind of how I got in contact with David's manager, and then he was like, "Yeah, you should really meet David. I think you guys would get along well because we're actually from the same hometown, not the same one, but next door, you know, in
Mm-hmm.
Chicago." So he's like, "Yeah, I think you guys would get along really well. I'd really like for you to meet him." And then I went over to his house, his new house, which is actually really sick, but I went over to his house and he's like, "Bro, I want to have you on the podcast and talk about Snapchat and blah blah blah." So yeah.
That's dope. So are you in the vlog squad now? I'm just messing with you. So is he like? I mean, I guess you've collabed with him already, but is he like your like dream collab? I guess, or was before you went
um,
on his podcast?
I didn't really have a dream collab necessarily, but he's definitely very very cool to be able to be on his podcast, and like that was really cool. So
No,
Yeah.
yeah, he's killing it.
yeah.
He's a genius. Did you ever buy the puzzle from him?
My roommate did, yeah.
He,
I don't
he
know. I
completed.
don't know what we ended up winning. I don't remember. Probably 25 cents.
Some people, some people are mad about that
Well, what do you
on
expect? It's
TikTok.
a business.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, it was pretty clear that like one person was gonna
Yeah.
win, but I get it. Like, it also was not like an easy puzzle. My sister bought it, and she spent like so many days working on that, and like to find out you won 25 cents after, it's just like it's like buying a lottery ticket that makes you do 5 days of work.
Yeah, but
So
at least you win
I don't know,
25
but
cents. I mean, you could win zero.
true. She did get
He's
she did
good.
get the Venmo.
Really?
So you said you're renting. Are you like in a content house, or do you have any plans of like starting your own content house?
I'm moving into a house with just my two of my other friends who also make videos. It's not necessarily a content house. We're just kind of a group of friends. We enjoy making videos. There's no business behind it. You know what I mean? I think when you kind of mix business
Mm-hmm.
and friendship, and especially living together too, it never really works. And yeah, so I just got 2 other friends, and we're going to be renting a house. And yes, in like April. So
In
yeah.
LA? It's exciting. Super dope.
Cool. Well, that's probably a good time to wrap it up. But yeah, thanks for coming on the
Yeah, of
podcast.
course.
Where can people find you if they want to check you out?
It's Cam Casey everywhere. It's Cam Casey. So
Sweet. All right. Well, thanks for coming on. We appreciate